Hi you guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It is Jaliyah Kreationz and I'm back with another video. If you're returning, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi guys, welcome in. I'm a budget coach that makes budgeting easy and simple for you, and today we're going to be talking about how to set up a sinking fund. So if you guys are new to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and make sure you like this video. You guys, we do have a full playlist on how to budget based off your particular pay schedule, how to pay off debt, everything for how-to guides on this channel for getting started with your financial journey if you feel lost. We have so many things to help you get started. I've helped so many people pay off debt, build their savings, and reach their financial goals. So you're at the right spot. Let's get straight into it, you guys. So what is a sinking fund? A sinking fund is going to be giving our savings a purpose. Just like how we set up a budget for our income, we're going to set up a sinking fund, which is a budget for our savings. And there's two different ways that you can set up a sinking fund. You can set up a sinking fund in a high yield savings account, or you can set up your sinking funds with using cash. So both of them are great options. I prefer a high yield savings account, but in today's video we're going to talk about how you can put this in cash and then move it to your high yield savings account after you set up a budget. So I know what you guys, a lot of you guys are thinking, well, what if I don't have any money left over after my bills and expenses? So if you don't have any money left over after your bills and expenses, I highly recommend adjusting your budget, doing your quarterly audit, and seeing if there's some things you can adjust. Even if we're starting with just $50 or $25, that is a way to start a sinking fund. If you guys missed my last video, I showed you how to save to get a month ahead. A lot of people think a sinking fund and a month ahead is the same budget, and it's not. A month ahead is where you're going to literally focus on how to get all your bills a month ahead. So whether it's your rent, your mortgage, your phone bill, that is a separate video. So if you guys missed that video, I highly recommend watching it. I show you guys how to break that down. But in today's video, we're strictly going to be talking about how to set up a sinking fund for car repairs that happen. This was a little bit different from emergency fund. This is more set on like a short-term goal that you want to achieve. So like, let's say you want to emergency fund strictly for your car. Let's say you want to go on a vacation. Let's say you have pet things coming up. We're going to be talking about how you can do that, and we're going to be using my binders that dropped November 9th. These are our budget binders that we have, and we're going to be doing a sinking funds edition. So let's go ahead and open this up, and we're going to look at our budget, and then we're going to adjust everything. Alright you guys, now that we have our binder set up, so we set up our binder and this is everything we have in there. We have our pets, our annual fees, our medical/dentals, our car repairs, our holidays, our vacation, and this is going to be different based off what your financial goals are. So you want to set this up whatever way you want to, whatever some of your short-term goals are is what we're going to set up. So this was our paycheck breakdown in October. We were paid weekly $875. At the end of each week, we went ahead and put money up from each paycheck. The first paycheck we saved $3. The second paycheck we saved $103. The third paycheck we saved $212, and then the last paycheck we saved $156, which brought our total of our savings to $474. So here is $474. We're going to go ahead and put this into our sinking funds, and we're also going to document this inside of our budget planner. So I did recently get a question on my YouTube channel. Does this planner have a sinking fund section? Yes. So whether you do this with cash or you do it without cash, we do have a section for your sinking funds, and this is what we're going to do here. All right, so at the end of the month, according to our budget, this was for the month of October. We're gonna go ahead and write this as October. And let's say our savings goal is that we wanna save $2,000, okay? Our goal is we wanna get $2,000 in our savings, and our starting balance is going to be the money we have left. So at the end of our budget, we had $474 left over, okay? 474 is what we have here, and this is the leftover amount. Now this is where we're going to go ahead and set up those sinking fund categories that we put in our binder so we can have these documented. So for our sinking funds, we want one for pets. Annual fees, this could be your car insurance or gym fees, any annual fees that you pay once a year, subscriptions. And then medical / dental, those co-pays or whatever you may need for those visits, those always sneak up on us. Then we have car repairs. Let's say you need new tires going into the winter time, those usually come up. Car repairs. Then we're also going to put holidays, just in case you want to save ahead of time for your holiday fund. And then your vacation. And once again, this is based off your own goals. These are some of the sinking funds that you can set up, and anything that's not on here, feel free to add it to your binder, you guys, or add it to your sinking funds. So now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to break down this $474 that we have left over. I like doing this in a high yield savings account. So if you don't want to do this with cash, all you're going to do is go to your high yield savings account, and you're going to set up these little buckets, and you're going to break down this $474 into categories. So the only difference is we're just taking the cash that we have, putting it in the binder and documenting it, but you can also do this in your bank account. So set up your categories in your bank account, and then if you're using this digitally, you have $474, and you're going to break it down to each category. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to break this down that we have right here, and we're going to break it down. So 474 is what we have. We have a pets category, an annual fees category, medical / dental, car repairs, holidays, and vacation. So with the winter coming up, let's say we need to get new tires. So we're already going to put $200 this month in car repairs. All right, so car repairs, or if you want to name it tires, whatever makes it easier for you, but we're just giving this money a purpose. So for car repairs, we're going to go ahead and put our money in there. Oopsie, I accidentally scratched my planner. Ah, no. Okay. All right, we're just going to cover that for the time being until I'm able to clean it, you guys. So we got our car repairs, which we're going to put $200 into that category. Now, if we take away $200, we started with $474 minus $200. We have $274 left over. So let's say we have our annual, one of our, even your car registration is a good one too. Let's say for one of our annual fees, we have to register our car for this upcoming new year. So let's say our car registration cost is about $150. So we're going to go ahead in our annual fee category. We're going to put $150 in there. And then in our binder, we're going to go to that car registration or the annual fee section. And we're going to put this in there. Or this can be your gym membership, anything that's annual. We're going to go ahead and slice that and add that in there. All right, now we minus $100. Now we're down to $174. Let's say our pets are going to need their shots for this upcoming year. So we're going to go ahead and put $50 for pets for their shots this upcoming year. So we're going to go ahead and do pets for $50, or just pet emergencies. They happen so frequently, or not frequently, but you know, they're always unexpected. So it's good to have a plan for those. So we're going to go ahead and put $50 in our pets category. If you guys have pets, you know how it is, especially if you have a dog. So we got our pets in there. We're going to put $50 in that category. So that leaves us with $124 left over. So now we're going to see what we're going to do for the rest of these categories here. All right, you guys, so now we're down to our last $74. So what we're going to go ahead and do, we do have some holidays coming up. So let's say this is different from the holidays right now, like Christmas. Let's say we have a birthday coming up in December. We already have our holiday budget for our actual budget. We put a holiday budget in there, but this is for future holidays. So like birthdays coming up, let's say you have a cousin or friends or best friend, whatever's birthday is coming up. So we're going to go ahead and put $30 in our holiday fund for future holidays or birthdays. So let's see here. So holidays slash birthdays, we're gonna go ahead and put $30. Okay, now we have $30 in there. Now the next thing we have left is our vacation fund, and then we also have our let's see here, I meant to write our $30 down. Next we have our medical slash dental or vacation. So for our dental, let's say we don't have anything coming up, but we're going to go ahead and put $20 into our medical slash dental co-pays just in case we need that. So we have a savings going for that. Alright, our medical slash dental. I'm gonna go ahead and put our $20 in there. I'm so sad I like scratched my binder. Okay, $20 in there. And then our next category we have is our vacation. So for vacation this month, we're going to put away $24 in our vacation fund. And let's say our vacation fund, we want to go somewhere and we're planning that vacation. Once that envelope fills up, we'll go ahead and take our vacation. Put this in here. And just like that, we already have our sinking funds set up. So cute and so nice. All right, you guys, so last but not least, for our sinking fund, you can set up the goal that you want for each category. So let's say for pets, we want to at least save up $300 is our goal. So you can write down your goal that you want here for the amount, just so you kind of have a spot for stopping. And then our annual fees, let's say we spend about $300 a year in annual fees. So we're going to put $300 as our goal there. And then medical, let's say our goal is to get to about $200 just for our copay or whatever the case may be. Car repairs, let's say for tires, our goal is to get to $400, and that will be able to get our tires. And then holidays, let's see where we're at right now. 300 plus 300 plus 200 plus 400, we're at about 1,200. So let's say for holidays, our goal is to save, we just want to have about $200 in there. And then let's say our vacation fund, we want to save for a ticket to go somewhere, maybe local or whatever the case may be. We want about $600, and that will be our $2,000 savings goal broken down. So instead of just saving $2,000 for the whole time frame, we're saving $2,000 to reach these goals, and we're filling up our jar as we go. So once this pet category hits 300, we're going to cross that off. Once our annual fees hit 300, we're going to cross that off. Once our medical goal reaches 200, we're going to cross that off. And once our car repair reaches 200, we're going to cross that off. Once our holidays reach 200, and then our vacation, vice versa. So we set up a goal for each one of our categories that we want to achieve. This way we have a plan for the money. And then all we did here was put it in our little brackets for what we want to save for. So you can also do this in your high yield savings account, you guys. I recommend it. Maybe you want to save with cash, and then once you reach your goal, put it in your high yield savings account. So that's something you can look into. But that is how we set up a sinking funds using our budget binder after doing our budget for the whole entire month. So we are heading towards the end of the month. If you want to try this method, go ahead. This binder will be available November 9th, you guys. So if you are looking into getting this binder for doing any of your cash stuffing that you may need, or if you're going to do this in your bank account, set up your buckets in your high yield savings account and keep this going. This is a great way to set a goal and give your money a purpose. So instead of just having $474 left over, we have these categories. Now this is strictly a sinking fund, you guys. You can still do an emergency fund in your sinking funds, but for this video example we didn't. But yeah, that's how you set up a sinking funds. And sinking funds are short-term goals, you guys. So this isn't like investments. This is literally, okay, I want to have this type of money for this type of expense, and you can always keep going if you change your mind and say, okay, I want to add more to my pets, I want to add more to car repairs just in case. You can do that as well, but it's just having a basically a savings for these particular things, okay? Because life be lifing, so it's good to have a budget for it. But that is all I have for you guys today. I will see you guys on my next video. Don't forget to like this video, and then let me know if you guys have any questions or concerns in the comments. I'm so excited for us to be incorporating this into you guys' budget journey. So thank you for all your support, and I can't wait to see what you guys think about this video. So I'll see you guys later, my loves. Bye.